welcome to Soul Reflections. The topic for today is God consciousness. For those of you who do not know me, I am Michelle Brandy. I am a teacher and a counselor and a coach. I'm a spiritual and mindfulness teacher. In terms of counseling, I do spiritual hypnotherapy, intuitive counseling, pastoral counseling, and I enjoy facilitating mindfulness meditations. Alright, so I've been conducting a free mini course for the past 2 weeks. It's every Fridays at 7 p.m. We just concluded day 2 of the mini course. The mini course is on living your purpose. And when we concluded day 2, which is clarity, the topic that we talked about was clarity, last Friday, I decided to have a Zoom conference with the participants. And there was one participant who asked what God consciousness is. And I decided that I'll also share what it is in this session. Consciousness comes from the word conscious, and to be conscious means that we are in a state of being awake. The state of being awake, that is what conscious means. Another meaning is the state of being aware of your surroundings, aware of yourself. So to be conscious means that we are awake and we are aware. And when we say God, the simplest definition that I could think of, that I could really feel and resonate, is that God is love. There is hardly any word that would truly encapsulate who and what God is. But the energy God emits is pure love. So when we say God consciousness, what it actually means is that you are conscious of love, you are aware of love. And as you carry that consciousness, that God consciousness, you see and hear from the lens of love. And not just seeing and hearing from the lens of love, but also focusing your attention on love. In the law of attraction, it says that where we put our focus and our attention, that is what we reap. So if we focus our attention on love, if we see and hear all things in love, then that means the result that we will get is love. We think in love, we feel in love, we speak in love, we do things in love. When we focus on the positive, which is pure divine love, or even the different kinds of love, that is God consciousness, that we are seeing things from the eyes of God, from the lens of love. And because we see from the lens of love, then that means even if our outside world is chaotic, even if it's violent, we still see from the eyes of love. Here in the Philippines, whenever I open my Facebook, I see a lot of bashing of our leaders during this quarantine. And when we are applying that God consciousness, when we are seeing situations from the lens of love, we don't see the incompetencies. Yes, it is there, but we don't see it. We don't see the corruption, we don't see the bribery, we don't see the ineffectiveness. But what we see are human beings who are doing what they can based on what they are carrying. For everyone has issues. Everyone has certain experiences. And when we are operating in God consciousness, then we see things, we see people, we see situations from the lens of love. It doesn't negate the negativities around us, but our focus is on the good. And because we focus on the good, we focus on the positive, that becomes a reality based on our perception. And perception is truly important. When we have a positive perception, it simply means that our attitude becomes positive. The actions we create becomes positive. And it grows. All our actions, all our deeds, it has an influence to the people around us. It has an impact to our communities and society. So if we operate in love, eventually society would also see that. So it has to start from deep within you, to feel, to experience that God consciousness. And not just merely to feel it, but to act with that God consciousness. This is an invitation for you to go deep within yourself and choose if you want to see through the lens of love. So this ends our session on soul reflections. I'd like to invite everyone who is watching right now and even the replays to join the Facebook group Highly Favored and Financially Blessed. It's a community wherein I would love to espouse what God consciousness is all about, to help people understand that life can be simple and that you are favored and truly blessed. All you have to do is to be aware, to be mindful, to be conscious of the positive things. Have a beautiful Sunday. God bless us all.